Hi. I was just making a video and then I realized, well, why don't I just hop on and do this live? So the question I was asking and wanting to explore is why ritual? Why ritual? For me, I remember the first time I experienced ritual and ceremony, and it was so breathtaking. And it landed something in my cells that was so deep and so known. It's like it was a vibration that awoke my soul into the here and now. And what I've appreciated about ceremony and ritual ever since is this sense of being connected to meaning, to soul, to symbology, to actual embodied movement and actual physical representations in matter that are beautiful and meaningful and sacred. Ritual touches on a part of our soul that knows movements in life are sacred. It awakens and helps us feel the sacredness of life. So I would love to do a little experience here, a constellations ritual, to help you feel in you what ritual is, and to explore this question of what is ritual, why is ritual helpful? So I'm going to invite you to look around your space and to find two objects in your space that feels like it calls out to you. And you don't want to think too much about it, just following your intuition and allowing yourself to gather two objects. And then having a space that you can lay out these two objects in relation to each other. So, the first object, gather the first object that you feel intuitively called to. And this object is going to represent the void, the no thing, the space, before time and creation. And we're going to place this somewhere in front of you that feels intuitively right in your body. And then we're going to take some time to just let you, and we're going to together feel into how this feels in our body. What kinds of emotions are evoked, thoughts, feelings. Welcoming the experience of void into our beings. And then we're going to grab the second object, and we're going to invite this to represent the very first ritual. So without needing to understand what that means in your mind, just the very first ritual. And we're going to place this somewhere in relation to the void that feels right in your body, in your being. And then we're going to just tune in and let yourself feel the very first ritual. What kinds of sensations, thoughts, emotions arise with that? And then allow yourself to from the place of the very first ritual, allow yourself to look over at the void, to notice the void, to take in the void. And if either of your objects wants to move as we do this process, allow it. This is a living constellation, a living ritual. And then from the void, allow yourself to look over at the ritual. And just breathing all the information that you gathered from this experience into your cells, knowing you don't need to understand, but that something is landing in the many layers of you and in the field. And then we're going to bow to this ritual and gratitude and offer this up to the field to integrate. And if you want to journal or explore that more, it could be helpful to share with somebody. I'll just share a little bit of what I noticed is when I was in the void, I felt a lot of energy discharging through my body, almost like creation energy just shaking out, and like a deeper release. And this like tearfulness in my heart, like awe. And when ritual came in, what I noticed, and this surprised me, was I felt like emotional, like grief and longing and a knowing. And I saw like humans moving together in meaningful ways to honor life and the void. Like a remembering of the void and a coming together for life. And even right now, like I feel a lot moving in my arms as I say that. And it feels like the void inside my heart when I was tuning into the ritual. And it was neat to feel the ritual and the void taking each other in and learning from each other. But also by the very end, I felt them as one. Like I heard the words, "We are one and we are remembering." And yeah, that was beautiful. So thank you for joining. And yeah, I encourage you, if you want to just sit with this, if you want to do it again, I'm going to post the video. But it's like really treating this as a ceremony of, what is ritual? Why is it powerful? Holding that question. Thanks. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah.